the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, and new Ring Magazine, an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terence Crawford.
The bell cracked and Vegas roared alive, two pound-for-pound giants marching into legend. Canelo came forward like a hunter, head slipping side to side.
What do you want me to say? You beat him easy.
Upset of a lifetime?
Nah, it wasn't an upset. The people that really know boxing knew that it was a good fight. It depended on what kind of fight that Bud fought. He fought the fight that he needed to fight to win.
Digging those signature body shots that echoed like drum beats, but Crawford stayed ice cold. It felt less like an opening round and more like the climax of a film. By the third, the tempo ignited. Canelo cornered Bud against the ropes and unleashed a thunderous volley that sent the crowd into chaos. But Crawford spun off, cool as a blade, and answered with a slick three-piece that made Canelo grin and nod. The arena split in two.
Yeah, no, it's boxing, isn't it? It's boxing. It's one of them things. God's got a greater plan.
Do you think the guy keep up?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think it'll happen pretty soon, though. I think he'll have a bit of time off and we'll see.
Half roaring for Canelo's raw power, half screaming for Crawford's precision. It was a high-stakes chess match with fists, and neither man blinked. The middle rounds turned into a blazing chess match.
I think made the difference.
The speed, really.
Yeah.
I think it was the main factor. Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet.
Yeah.
Canelo dug to the body with thunder, and Crawford snapped back upstairs with lightning. Power shook the arena. Precision stole its breath. You could almost see the mutual respect hardening between them, neither man giving an inch. This wasn't just craft, it was will, ego, and iron hearts colliding. Then came the championship frames. Fatigue crept in, but pride wouldn't let go. Canelo kept marching, shoulders rolling, hurling shots like he was emptying the tank. Crawford bit down, slicing back with counters and angles that had fans on their feet.
In a fighter gradually start decreasing.
Yeah.
You see the other one resting long period of time, but that didn't give him an issue.
Bro,
So,
the word the fans are gonna use, oh, he was washed, but where's he at in terms of his prime? How can you gauge it?
doesn't matter. We saw a great fight tonight, did we not? That's all that matters. Two guys risked it, and the better man won tonight.
Every exchange felt like a coin flip for history, every second like it could stamp their names into legend. When the final bell sounded, not a soul stayed seated. Both fighters raised their arms, sweat and pride dripping from every pore. Two warriors to give in every ounce. It felt like the kind of fight people will debate for decades.
It looked like Canelo Álvarez almost wanted to walk off at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated, and it is frustrating to try and fight a guy, and you want to fight, but this guy's moving well, and Crawford was moving too.
I had to face him. He's going right now. I saw how his body felt about 158. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. Still, they always talking about size. Still.
The kind that rewrites history in real time. You couldn't have scripted a more cinematic ending for a clash of this magnitude. Then came the verdict from the corners. First up, Crawford's trainer. Bomac straight-faced but clearly emotional. "That's the war we knew we'd get," he said, eyes still burning with coach's focus.
Canelo, after this, it don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create.
Canelo brought the weight, the power, the experience, but we weren't here to be spectators. Both guys had to bite down. Both had to show championship guts. That's boxing at the highest level. He paused, a hint of a grin breaking through. You watched Bud adjust?
I know it's a lot of money in the rematch, but I want Bud to retire. He accomplished everything in boxing already, made a lot of money. He's gonna have time, go spend time with his family, and
You watched Canelo press, and you watched two masters push each other past comfort. This wasn't just a fight. It was a masterclass in thinking, adapting, and digging deep. Dimitri Bivol spoke after the fight with nothing but admiration for both Canelo Álvarez and Terence Crawford, breaking down the performance like a craftsman. That was elite-level boxing, Bivol said, leaning forward as he replayed the moments in his head. Canelo reminded everyone why he's one of the best: the timing, the power, the distance control. It's
hard to fight for Canelo because he was always aiming, and even the skull didn't throw punches, and it's hard to catch him. You know, he's just moving. But his movement is good, to be honest.
Calculated, always shifting gears, always reading the flow, the counters, the angles, the patience. That's high art. Bivol stressed how both fighters adapted and forced each other to dig deeper round after round. This is exactly why the sport is alive: two world-class fighters, two different approaches, same relentless drive. He finished with a nod. Fights like this push the bar higher for everybody and remind you why you fell in love with boxing in the first place.
3 rounds, I know I had to, you know, all the instruction was out the window. It was like, come on, man, we got to work a little harder. We got to grind a little harder. So I wanted to, I knew he had won some rounds, but I wanted him to put a stamp on it so we wouldn't have no doubt.
What was the game plan?
Just boxing, hoping he'll run into something. And, you know, he ran into a few good shots, but he got a chance.
Eddie Hearn walked out of the Canelo Crawford showdown looking like a man who just hit the jackpot. He called it pure theater, the kind of drama you couldn't script if you tried. In Hearn's eyes, Canelo brought that granite calm, stalking forward and detonating power shots, while Crawford played surgeon, slicing openings with icy precision. And, true to form, Eddie spun it his way. Boxing needed this, he said. 2 pound-for-pound stars colliding isn't just a fight, it's a global event. Translation: he's already daydreaming about rematch posters, record-breaking PPV numbers.
The style. It was a style, and he had quick feet, and he had a quick right hand too. So, you know, I think the rounds that he won, it was just because of that right hand. I never thought he was.
And a streaming docuseries to top it off. Classic Hearn, part promoter, part showman, but dead right when he said the bout elevated the whole sport. He even teased that nights like this prove boxing still owns the spotlight when the stakes are real. And you can bet he's already calling arenas and lining up part 2 before the gloves are even unlaced. Caleb Plant weighed in after the fight with the sharp eye of a technician. Watching Canelo and Crawford go at it was special, Plant said. Canelo's timing and power are on another level, every shot deliberate, every punch carrying real intent. But Crawford? The way he anticipates, slips, and fires back with precision, that's elite ring IQ. Plant broke down how both men kept tweaking their approach, adjusting midstream and testing each other's limits. This wasn't just about offense, he explained. It was about reading, reacting, and staying one move ahead. Each round demanded they level up. He finished by saying performances like this inspire the entire sport. Seeing that level of discipline and skill is a reminder of what it really takes to be great. It sets the bar for everyone climbing the ranks. Timothy Bradley broke down Canelo versus Crawford with the sharp, insider's eye he's known for. Watching at ringside, it wasn't just about the bombs, it was about the tiny shifts that changed the fight, Bradley said. This wasn't just a fight, it was a chess match laced with fireworks. 2 champions forcing each other higher and proving why boxing remains one of the world's most thrilling spectacles. He said watching them trade adjustments in real time was a lesson in tactics and nerve. Every frame had layers, setups, feints, traps, and reactions that could fill a training manual. Lampley wrapped up by noting that nights like this remind fans why they fall in love with boxing in the first place.